to the second episode of the GrassRoots podcast. Today I'm joined with Ryan Williams, Ben Cook, a new special guest, Lewis Rowell.
That's it,
So today, basically just going to be talking about the current affairs in football. So, talking a little bit about Liverpool, how the recent defeats have affected Liverpool, and then Tottenham as well. That's 4 defeats in a row now, and only 2 clean sheets in the last 13 games. Yeah, let's start with Liverpool.
It's not in a row. We had West Ham.
What?
We beat West Ham.
They beat West Ham.
Yeah, I know.
Are the wheels coming off?
No.
I don't think the wheels are coming off, but I think it's a blip.
They're not going to bottom the league.
I think it's a blip.
You can have a blip when you're 22 points.
Yeah. What I'm thinking about is what do they blame the blip on? Because you can't say they're tired because they've just come back off the summer winter break thing. So yeah, it could be true.
Just on Tuesday they just went out themselves. Chelsea absolutely.
Everyone has a blip. City have had a blip every year, and they've won the league for the last 2.
Yeah. What do you think of Virgil van Dijk? Let's talk about Virgil.
I love that man.
He's not, yeah, but I don't think he's been the same this season as he has last.
I think that's because he did so well last year. You can't really.
But would you title him the best defender the world's ever seen in all this?
I won't say world, I'd say
I think he's up there with the best defenders in the world now. Top 5. Yeah, I would say top 3.
Why would your top 5 be?
Yeah, Sergio Ramos has got to be there. Yeah, but he's still got to be there, hasn't he?
Yeah, it's just like Varane's good, but look at this season. And then lost to City.
Let's talk about Bayern's too as well. Theo Hernandez and Nicolas Sewell. Them two. Alphonso Davies, yeah.
To buy and develop the best players. Dortmund are coming through though with their young players they're signing. And what about that lad from Birmingham? What's he called?
Jude.
Yeah.
Is he following in Sancho's footsteps?
Apparently 32 million fee, I've heard.
It'll be the record breaking transfer for Dortmund. 17, 18, innit?
17, 32 million.
And then look how much they paid for Sancho. Look how much they paid for Sancho. Was it? Less than $1 million.
Well, yeah.
It was a couple of million. Yeah, from City, right?
Yeah. 32 million.
So obviously last night was the last few, well not the last, but a few more FA Cup fixtures. We had City versus Sheffield Wednesday.
I watched that. City absolutely dominated them. I think Sheffield Wednesday had 1 shot on goal.
But
What about Barry Bannon though? Absolutely ruined Silva's career.
But what about Sheffield Wednesday's keeper? Because credit to him last night.
He played like I said, he had a world of the game. That one mistake.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, I watched it. Sheffield just had 1 shot. They defended really well. Let's say just finished their so many chances of winning 5 to 6 then.
Yeah.
Easily. But they just couldn't finish. Credit to Sheffield Wednesday.
And then obviously going on to Tottenham, lost on penalties to Norwich last night. That's their 4th defeat in a row. Keeping only 2 clean sheets in 13 games. Obviously without Harry Kane, without Heung-min Son.
They're just struggling without Kane. They need that striker up front.
They need
The
a
voice in
striker.
here as well. The voice in here as well.
They need a striker.
That's what I said, they played like Gary Elliott for last night.
I don't know.
I'm not too sure. I didn't watch. They brought that young lad on, didn't they? Troy Parra, is he called? he come on in extra time. But yeah, it looks quite worrying at the moment for them. Obviously, chasing top 4 as well, or top 5 you can say now, with the ban of City, if it goes ahead and everything. But looks a bit worrying. But do you think Mourinho can still grind results out in England with his style and how he plays? Because
he did it so well with Chelsea. I've not seen it yet with Tottenham.
Exactly, because you feel like the way football is evolving now, it's all pace, fast football, and it seems like he always wants a big target man up front, and like I just feel like Lewis said, it's a bit ancient football.
We're definitely missing Kane. Definitely missing that captain on the pitch, that goal scorer. Without him, the results are showing it.
Anything to say, Benjamin?
I don't really watch Tottenham or look at the results, so I have no comment.
About United recently with the signing of Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah.
How well they've been doing.
Yeah, obviously, massive impact, immediate impact. Obviously, just one player of the month for United. What is it? 5, 6 games, 4 goals.
Yeah.
3 goals, 2 assists. I think
It's creative, innit?
since his debut in the Premier League, he's played the most forward passes into the box as well, with 55, I think. Exactly. But
He's not played with Rashford yet, he's still injured. We could afford him to do that.
Yeah. If you were playing beyond that, you know, you just play through to like great for a striker.
yeah,
I would not play even a Galo. I know he's not playing. If you have a creative player behind you, like Fernandes, you never know. You could bang in a few. They've only got one.
I think he'll start tonight, Gallo.
Yeah.
Not Greenwood.
He has to start Greenwood. Has to. But if he wants game time, this is the only game he'll play him in now.
I don't know. I'd play him in the Prem, mate.
Yeah,
I'd have him a better option as I'd rather have him on the right than James.
I don't rate James.
He started well.
It's always
but,
on floor.
I think it's a lot to ask for him in his first season. He's played nearly every game for United, and I don't think that was the intention when they bought him, for him to be a starter every week. And it showed now, obviously, against Bruges in the Europa League last week. He come off at half time, and he looks knackered at the moment when he's playing.
He sprints more than everyone else. To be
He
fair.
is rapid.
Yeah.
That's all he does is sprint. United would need to sign the winger in the summer and give him time to develop coming off the bench, just like Greenwood.
Yeah.
He's young as well, isn't he?
Definitely need a right midfielder, 100%. So let's move on to European football. Let's say, obviously, all the Serie A games are being played behind closed doors until, is it 3rd of April now?
Yeah.
3rd of April, due to coronavirus. What's our opinions on it?
If it's for the safety, then fair enough, you've got to do it. If you feel there's an outbreak coming, then it's the best thing to do, because the San Siro, what's the capacity, 70,000?
Yeah.
The stadiums like that, so if you feel there's a massive outbreak coming, then the rest they've got to do what they've got to do. What is it going to start happening over here?
Well, exactly. There's been talks of Euro 2020 as well, aren't there? Cancelled.
We say it won't be affected if there's no fans allowed in. You know,
But is it the same tournament?
City won't be affected.
Oh, yeah.
He did get sent to
No, but I've seen it there, because of stuff like it could happen over there. Like,
Yeah.
if
Yeah, mate.
Match of the day.
Literally.
Yeah, everybody would watch match
How
of
do
the
you
day.
think? How do you think Sky would cope if there was because obviously there'll be a massive demand for games being on TV then. But would they be able to get it on all the games? Because you're talking about potentially 3 or 4 championship games on, and then all of what is always 5 or 6 games on a Saturday in the Premier League as well, and they're all 3 o'clock kickoffs.
Well, if they do close, though, everyone's going to be trying watching the games.
Yeah, exactly.
Loads more viewers, loads more eyes, loads more money. Sky will be loving it.
They'll just red button on the extra games. They'll have the main event.
Yeah.
Red button.
But why can't they do that at the moment then?
Because
They're not allowed 3 o'clock kickoffs, are they?
Well, there you go. And so how are they going to get around that?
Oh, they'll have to do something if it's.
licensing you can't have it. A Premier League game on a 3 o'clock, I think.
There you go.
That's why you got to watch Sky Sports News with Jeff Day.
So I think they'll have to sort something out if they do.
BBC just for the time being.
It'll be interesting to see how they get around that.
I still don't think they could do it at 3 o'clock. I don't know what it is, but there's something that you can't on a live game on Sky at 3. It's got to be before or after 3. Not live, but that's the way it is.
So we'll go over to America, obviously into Miami. First game, David Beckham's newly formed team.
Yeah.
First game, lost 1-0, was it?
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
They played LAFC. Who they have in the side Carlos Vela, who's arguably one of the best players in that league.
Yeah, he's a good player.
Did you not see his goal?
It was a brilliant
Oh,
goal.
was a finish.
We finished 1-0.
Yeah.
He dribbled past 4 players and chipped it from the edge of the box.
Chip the keeper.
Brilliant goal.
High expectations?
I'd say
Yeah.
to say they played LAFC and it was only 1-0 and they're a new team, that's pretty good for it to be for the first game.
It's a progression. We've only just formed. We've got David Beckham.
Yeah.
Do you reckon Sturridge will go there now?
In about 5 months, yeah.
David Silva's shouting at the end of the season, isn't he?
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah, they're gonna. I think next season with David Beckham as their owner, they're gonna attract
Big players.
high-profile players.
Neymar said he was joining when he finishes his
There you
career as well.
got players like that.
They'll probably want an anchor by the time he joins.
So,
Jeez.
but yeah, you see the chant that we did to Beckham as well.
Yeah.
Quality.
So obviously, this weekend, Sunday, it's the Manchester derby at Old Trafford.
City win. I'm saying.
I'm going to have to go with a City win.
Oh, United can only do it at the Etihad.
I don't know.
I see a City win.
I think a
it
draw.
was, but United have got Bruno Fernandes now.
Yeah.
I reckon he'll make a difference.
I don't know.
Depends who's playing
Has he
for
played
say.
against a big quality team, I think this?
He played against Wolves in his debut, didn't he? But
Like
Everton.
City.
what's
I mean,
wrong with
see,
Wolves?
Not wrong with Wolves, but I mean like a City or Liverpool or someone like that.
Well, with City struggling to score against it was at Sheffield Wednesday.
Yeah.
Do you reckon a good performance from the defenders will see Man United do?
I don't know.
Yeah, it depends how City turn out.
Even though we won now, it could have been if they could have finished, it could have been 5 or 6 easily.
Yeah, let's say Harry Maguire's on form at the moment.
Yeah.
He could help keep them out.
It's,
And if he does that, and Bruno Fernandes goes to the other end.
we'll see. I see a City 2-1 win.
I see 2-2 draw, me.
No draw.
I see 2-0 City.
No, I think United will score.
Nah.
Same
No.
1-0 United, Nick.
I know
Fernandes
City,
penalty.
City will score.
Yeah.
Two.
City always find a way to score. They're not going to not score against United.
Never know, De Gea might pull some magic out.
He
He's done
needs
it
it
before.
after Sunday.
What was it?
He buried
Oh,
it and
Everton,
Calvert-Lewin
jeez.
just blocked it.
That'd be the easiest goal he'll score in his career.
Yeah.
What a shot.
And then Pickford had a nightmare at the other end. And then what do you think about Calvert-Lewin's last minute goal where it was offside?
I don't know, you know. But I've seen pictures on Facebook where there's like the defenders on the floor and you can actually see the ball. And then I've also seen other pictures where he's blocking his view. So
I'd say I agree with the decision because he had to move out the way, so he was in the way of play. But when he was sat in the floor.
I agree with that, to be fair.
I'm a referee myself, so I agree with it.
I just want to see it.
If you didn't have to move, you know.
I just wanted to let him go.
Right, well, in fact, you know what I'm going to start? I'm going to start this. This is a new thing that we're going to do. Fact of the day.
Alright.
Right. So, I've got a really good fact, which I heard the other day. So I've got, since 1982, there's been a Bayern Munich player in every World Cup final.
It's a good start, that, actually.
There you go. So that's obviously the latest.
That's what I've really dominated for how many years now?
Why he was in the last World Cup?
Oh, God.
France, Croatia.
France
Oh.
and Croatia.
Coleman, yeah.
Was he in the squad?
Oh, yeah. Would have called him.
Yeah.
Tolisso, actually.
So, yeah.
Can you class Pavard?
No.
Did he sign before them?
No, he's just signed.
He signed afterwards.
He signed that season, though, didn't he? He signed straight after the World Cup.
Yeah.
Perisic is there now, but
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Croatia.
yeah, but he weren't there at the time.
No, he was actually.
Yeah, 'cause he's only on loan, isn't he?
Right, did we say about Eric Dyer? Let's talk about Tottenham. Eric Dyer went into the stands last night.
Yeah.
I don't really understand why it's all about me.
I've heard something about like a video going, "That's my brother, that's my brother."
Yeah, I've heard different stories.
I've
you
heard
see, 'cause
racist.
I heard
racial.
racist abuse towards Jedson Fernandez after he missed the penalty.
Yeah, alright.
And then I heard that someone was abusing his brother.
But I saw that because there's a video where he's going, "That's my brother."
Yeah.
In the stands.
But I think there's quite a few different stories going about. Have you not seen it?
I've seen him climbing over
At
the
the end,
seats.
yeah, at the end of the game.
Yeah, so I've seen him climbing over the seats.
So awful. Some of
There's another thing. After they got rid of Eriksen to Inter, they've not been as good at it.
no.
No, yeah.
Well, they didn't bring anyone in to replace him.
They have Dele Alli, but he's not really.
I don't think he's.
He was on
I
fire.
think he's alright.
I think Tottenham at the moment are having a similar phase to what United had with the midfield problems. I mean, United have still got midfield problems. Let's not take that away just because Fernandes has come in. I don't think that's still United. I don't think that's United's midfield all there, and it still needs work. But I think Dele Alli's kind of on the same path of Jesse Lingard. He's on a downward spiral, which is Wonder Kid Jesse Lingard,
How old is Jesse Lingard now?
27 or something. Ain't he?
I always see them like online joke, and it's like, oh, Wonder Kid, and Jesse Lingard and Potter.
Do you reckon Lingard will play tonight?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I tell you what, I've been doing. Fred's picked up a lot.
Fred has been
He's been quality recently.
most improved player this year.
Well, he had to be. I watched him last year against
He was
City,
awful.
and he couldn't pass it.
But he scored 2 the other game.
He did.
Only scored 1 before
I
that.
know, yeah, he doubled his tally.
I had a bet on it to be 4-0, and he scored another one in the 90th minute.
Terrible.
Of course, it was Fred.
Not seen it.
What?
Not seen the goals, but I heard he scored.
Oh, the last
Yeah.
one was a good one.
I was at that game, and I think, yeah, it was. I was sat right behind McTominay's. Yeah. So it was, his goal was in front of the east stand, and I'm sat in the Stretford end, literally directly behind him. And as he first hit it, I said to my mate, I said, he's gone wide that, and then all of a sudden it just glided inwards.
The goals McTominay scored, you can tell he used to be a striker.
Did he?
Yeah, he did. When he signed, he was a striker.
I couldn't have told you that either.
I didn't know that.
He was very small when he was signed, so they converted him to a centre mid. And they're about to release him, but then he grew to 6'4".
Lucky he had a growth spurt at that
Yeah.
time, and didn't he? Jesus.
He went from about 5'5" to 6'4".
Good player, too.
Yeah, I like McTominay. I do like him.
Now he's back from injury.
Yeah, I think that's a problem really, innit? The injuries, but yeah, everyone's got to battle them.
United always have a problem with injuries.
Oh yeah, you've got to look. Is it beyond the actual on the field stuff? Is it the medical team with that? Because
Could be.
you don't see any other teams in like
Well,
Liverpool,
look at
Salah,
Tottenham.
Firmino and Mane haven't been injured hardly at all this season.
I say towards the end of last year as well, United players looked not as fit as the rest of the Premier League.
You always play injuries.
I'm not blaming injuries for anything. I'm just saying, is it the medical staff? Because I don't understand how we can have so many injuries compared to other sides in the Premier League. Even sides like Wolves, who have played the most games in the Premier League this year. Out of all teams in the Premier League, they've played the most games with the Europa League. They've used less players, and they hardly have injuries.
So they've found a team that works, so we just stick with it.
I think maybe it's because we've got to risk our first team players because we don't have any backup. In those areas.
Yeah, but
Wolves
don't.
don't. Wolves have only played 20 players all season.
I think
That's
Yeah.
all they've played.
That's not all right, that's pretty good. That is good.
athletes.
And is it Connor Cody who started every single game?
I don't know, but he
I
always
think Connor
uses
Cody
stars.
started every single game for him this year.
Ex-Liverpool him, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
There was, when you scored against Wolves, there was a thing that it was like, oh, kind of called you like past the score, and you beat 2-1.
Yeah, when Firmino scored. Yeah, they got Bolly injured, haven't they?
How many goals has Firmino scored this season?
Not very many. He only scores away.
Has a Greenwood scored now?
Darwin is Greenwood scored.
Well, central 11.
11, I think.
Yeah.
11 or 12.
Yeah, something like that. A couple of
It's in
seasons
double
ago,
figures.
Rashford scored less than 10 didn't he, in one season.
I think it's 11 or 12.
I don't really do my research on goals.
Yeah, I don't. Especially on teams like Liverpool.
Any teams, I don't really research.
Anyway, tonight, Derby United, return of the Wazza, Rooney. Is he scoring tonight?
I think tonight, you know.
He's got a chance, obviously.
Free kick, 1-0.
Where Rooney? Up with Derby. Come on.
He's obviously got a
I've
chance,
seen him
I
score,
think.
but United will win.
Every game he plays in, I think, he's got a chance in scoring.
Quality for that league. I think when they signed him, they went on about 7 or 8 games not losing. Shows his quality straight.
They've not lost that many.
They were losing before.
They've not lost that many with him.
They've lost one, I think.
Yeah, that was against QPR, weren't it?
He's free kick he scored 2
Yeah,
weeks ago.
And
Still got
QPR turn up every other week.
How old is he? Only 32? I think he's 32. So
Not a clue.
Looks like 50.
Ronaldo was like 35.
So
Obviously,
Liverpool losing to Chelsea on Tuesday puts the treble hopes out of contention.
I'll tell you what, a good game. Billy Gilmore.
Oh, what a player!
Billy Gilmore.
What a player!
I think he's 10 times better than Curtis Jones.
Yeah, obviously
Yeah.
we mentioned this in Tuesday's live commentary. If you haven't listened to that, go over. It's on our Facebook pages and there's links to it on our Twitter as well. It was live on YouTube. Go and like and subscribe on YouTube.
All that good stuff.
Yeah, all of that. Yeah. Yeah. Thoughts? No treble.
don't think it was going to happen. Just like the Invincibles lad. I knew he was going to lose at some point this season. It had to come, didn't it? Well, you can say that,
Yeah,
but
after he sent the letter, we've lost 3 in a row and not scored a goal.
we've not lost 3 in a row. We've won 1.
You lost? No.
We've lost 3 out of 4 games.
Yeah, West Ham nearly lost that as well.
But, you know, the Invincibles weren't going to happen because we was always going to lose. But to lose after winning 26 games or 27 something in the Prem, it's not really, you know, nothing's going to harm the league, is it now?
I'd laugh if it did.
Well, he's 19 points in front with 10 games to go, maybe 9.
Yeah, I think you got to win 3 more.
Well,
I think if you won like 3 in a row, you would have got a guard of honour at the Etihad as well.
yeah.
But that's not happening.
Well, it's kind of City lose this weekend and Liverpool win. I think
When do you play Everton?
2 games after City maybe, so we might get a guard of honour at Everton.
Would you rather it at City or Everton?
City.
Well, for me, City. But for people that live in Liverpool, Everton.
If it was me, and I was a Liverpool fan, I would want it at Everton.
Yeah. But they never beat us anyway, do they? So when was the last time they won?
I don't know. Ancelotti's got something going there, though, hasn't he?
Sent off after the game.
He's got something going there, though.
Well, he got Calvert-Lewin going, didn't
he? Yeah.
Switching things up, let's talk about our game yesterday. So obviously, we're from Mosley Academy. We had a game yesterday. What do you think about it? Lost 5-4 to League Town. Close game.
Very close game.
Someone scored goal in the first half.
Yep.
One over
Yeah. Very close game, obviously. Enjoyable game, though. It's one of them games that, obviously, I'd say we were better side.
It's the case every week, isn't it?
Better side, and I'd say the last 15-20 minutes it was all Mosley.
Majority of the game.
Yeah. Piled the pressure on last 15-20 minutes and just couldn't find that goal though.
What you did there? So we're 1-0 up. 1-0 up. Ryan scored nearly missed from 2 yards out.
Are you mad? Put it through his legs.
And then we went 4-1 down.
We were 4-1 down.
Yeah.
And then
4-1 down.
Was it the first? What was the first one?
The third one was offside.
Mine was offside. Right. He said I was playing wrong, but there was absolutely no chance.
And then Bruno pulled out
Bruno Kamara,
Obviously,
an absolute wonder goal, mate. He
Took it past about 3 players.
he was just going down the left from left back, and it looked like he was running into nowhere. It just looked like he was running into a wall. Anyway, he just kept on going. A little glance up, strike.
Do you reckon that'd be contender for goal of the week?
Goal of the season.
Goal of the season.
Goal of the season. Unreal goal.
As soon as he kicked that ball, you knew that was going in the net.
I was nearly having a go at him, mate, because I thought we were just...
Why is he shooting?
I know, yeah.
So that's the goal of the week.
You knew as soon as he hit it.
I remember just... I just looked, just saw it in the top corner. I didn't say, I just went, wow. Like, just turned around and went, wow, and just ran over to him and was like...
What score was it then when he scored?
4-2 at half time.
And then we changed formation.
To 3-4-3.
They had 2 good players. They did you start with?
4-4-2.
And they had a big man up front and a little man behind who actually quite decent players.
And the big lad dislocated his shoulder.
Popped his shoulder. Someone shouted at him. No, he ran into the fence.
No, I didn't. He ran into keeper.
Did
He ran. Harry came out and
Someone
tried grabbing the ball or something.
Stop time wasting or something. But as they were saying that, he was like this.
No, he was off the pitch and his arm was just...
I don't know if it was one of our teams shouting, oh, he's time wasting again or something.
I just heard him screaming. I looked over and I could just see his arm dangling.
He was dangling like that. I was like, oh no, that's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we changed formation, went to a 3-4-3. Went to a 3-4-3. Ben Neves been on the back, which...
Oh, Ben James.
Ben James and Neves, sorry.
Bruno.
Bruno.
Ben James and Bruno, yeah.
Yeah. Get it right, lad.
And we played quite well. Brungas came up from who actually had a decent game. His work rate was
Yeah.
top notch.
Surprising.
And then, got it back to 4-3 it went to, didn't it?
Yeah,
Got it back to 4-3 and then Bruno gave away I don't think it was a penalty to be fair, but conceded a penalty down at the other end almost immediately after. Went down 5-3 and then
Bruno's ball over the top for Dylan.
Fitzy got nice ball from Bruno.
And then it was time wasting.
Yeah,
Constantly.
it was
So annoying. That number 3, Jesus Christ,
the left back.
yeah.
That's the lad that dislocated his knee when we played
When
at their
we went
place.
to
We
League.
played him twice, and their place the lad dislocated his knee. Our place
Yeah.
dislocated his shoulder.
Because I asked the centre half how he was, and he said that's him there. was like, all right. And he obviously mentioned, he said he's only been back 2 weeks.
Is it?
Yeah, 2 weeks. So he's been back.
What,
He started
from that injury?
he started training after the holiday.
Jesus.
So
Wonder how long that one will be off.
Is that the one where they dislocated his shoulder?
How long is it? We're playing with that.
so yeah.
But it's just a story last season. We play well every week.
Not every week. We play
do
well
play
most
well.
weeks.
We play well most weeks, and nothing.
Just have no luck.
Even when we're not top, we're the only team. We're not. Yeah, like UCFP thing.
And we didn't even get a tour of the
Only
city.
team. We're so unlucky.
So
Box tissues, lads.
Yeah.
yeah, please. So I don't know much about this, but I know it's a subject Lewis is keen to talk about. Australia and Qatar have been invited to the the 2020 Copa America.
Yeah, I was just reading about it on the way here today. I don't see Australia and Qatar in any other competitions, so I was reading they've been invited. I don't know much about it, to be honest.
We'll
But
see Qatar World Cup, so
yeah, we will be.
if it's on.
If the World Cup's still on due to the coronavirus. Well,
Can't see it lasting that long, to be honest.
Is that the one when we're doing a week?
Yeah.
That's a good point though what you raised, lads, because the Copa America is its own tournament. Australia don't really have one because it's a continent on itself.
Yeah.
So they compete in the Asia Cup, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, competing in it and winning it are different things. Like, would you let Brazil play in the UEFA's?
No.
Because what if they won it? Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So even though you might not know much about it, that's quite a good little topic to talk about.
Yeah. But yeah.
I do reckon Australia would compete against the likes of Argentina and Brazil.
I don't know.
They've got Moy,
Yeah.
Who else?
Ryan.
Play around like
Matt Ryan.
Matthew Leckie.
He's good. I like Matthew Leckie.
They got that guy for Celtic, haven't they?
Sorry?
That guy for Celtic.
Oh, Rogic.
Yeah.
Tom Rogic.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Don't really know any other Australians.
But what happens if they did win it? It's obviously unlikely, but if they did win it,
Weren't
Well, everyone will say it's unfair.
so then you're looking at the history of winners. So you got Brazil, whatever, Brazil, Argentina, blah blah blah,
they?
Australia. I mean,
I mean, it'd be a funny sight, but I'd say it's good publicity for the Copa America. I mean,
obviously more viewers, isn't it?
I mean, around there, it's massive, but to us, we don't really look into it. Like, who won it last year?
Not a clue. Don't even know when it last was on. Don't even know when it's
If
on.
we hear that Australia getting it, we might want to think, how are they doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but actually watch it.
It creates news, doesn't it? A team that's not from that area.
There you go. So I'd say that's reason. Yeah, second invite from Australia.
Yeah.
Get more football over there, some better quality players.
Yeah, it can obviously promote their like what I don't know what their leagues are called, but yeah, Australia's leagues over there.
It's a very competitive
Got that off
league.
I
FIFA.
know that.
Yeah.
I know because Robbie Fowler's manager
Yeah.
of Brisbane.
Come on then.
Cheers, boys. I need to go.
Well, I think that'll do for the second episode of the podcast, the GrassRoots podcast. Thank you for listening and tuning in. I've been Ryan, Ben, Lewis. Check us out on social media. I don't know which camera it is. Check us out on Twitter.
Point that way.
That one.
No, but social media is here, so
Right,
just check.
yeah. Check us out on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and
YouTube.
Make sure you subscribe and like, and we'll be back next week for another podcast.